good, Seven?
What is good, YouTube? We are back with another episode of Days Down. On this episode, we're gonna talk a little bit about rules, referee calls, and play. But shout out to Wolfpack. Wolfpack just won Amped Up League this past Sunday that we just had. So shout out to them boys. See them boys in the next level league, which will be starting here pretty soon in the beginning of May. But like I said, we gonna get into it. We're gonna talk a little bit about some things that we saw, some calls that were made, some calls that weren't made, and then we're gonna go from there. So let's get right to it, y'all. All right, so we're gonna take a look at this first clip where Ruthless was playing against Scat Pack in their first round of the playoffs, where the quarterback threw the ball to his receiver or whatnot, his eligible receiver, and MJ from Ruthless, he was blitzing, he went and he hit the quarterback. Now obviously you guys know when it comes to, you know what I'm saying, rushing the quarterback, you cannot do that, you know? So, and the reason why, first of all, section 11, 11.1.3, players rushing the QB may attempt to block a pass. However, no contact can be made with the quarterback in any way. Blocking the pass or attempting to block the pass and then making contact with the passer will result in a roughing of the passer penalty. So that's a good call. You can't get mad at them because it's right there. Slow mo. Now, did he exaggerate falling and all that good stuff hitting the ground? Yes. But nonetheless, you cannot hit the quarterback, especially after the ball is being passed. MJ knows that. Like that's a good call. You can't even argue with that one. So, all right. So this next play, obviously, we're gonna look at it or whatnot. It looked like Scat Pack came out in a spread formation. If you're in a spread and I'm blitzing and I have a clear lane, you cannot. First of all, don't even line up in front of me, because I'm going straight for the quarterback. And if it remotely even looks like you're coming at me, I'm gonna hit. I'm gonna make contact, get the impede, and then still try to make the play. So you can't sit there and get mad at me when you clearly lined up. If you didn't want me to have a lane, then at that point, why would you come out in the spread if I'm blitzing? Make me go around you. So the only way you can make me go around you is if what? Formation. A bunch. Meaning you have some little contact with each other to where all lanes are cut off. But if you look at this, Section 11, if we go back to the rushing the passer, the offense cannot impede the rusher who lined up at 7 yards. The rusher has a direct line to where the QB receives the snap. So either way it goes, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Now this next play, obviously that's a judgment call. Let's look at this.
What the fuck is that?
Oh, not yet.
That's a judgment call because it's like MJ, like, why you throwing out a bow. So you can say it's impeding, but you can also say it's foul play on defense. So those two calls can offset. Those two penalties technically can kind of offset each other. All right, so this next play, kind of threw me off only because this is the second game that Ruthless went to versus Wolfpack, and MJ caught an interception, right? Go through the slow-mo, you'll see that MJ took the ball and he threw their ball. So at that point, that's unsportsmanlike conduct. Like, why you gonna throw our ball all the way over to our 10 or whatnot? You can classify that definitely as unsportsmanlike. But then look at this very next play when TJ blitzes Luka, the quarterback, and watch what he does. Now, he gets, first of all, he gets the sack, but he gets Luka's flag and throws it at him. Now, that's unsportsmanlike conduct, right? Let's see what that is, right? So, section 14, 1.3. Players may not physically or verbally abuse an opponent, coach, or official. Physically, meaning you can't throw nothing, don't throw anything at me. Technically, that would be classified as unsportsmanlike conduct. So that should have been a flag right then and there on Wolfpack, but I don't think it was called. So if you're gonna do one if you're gonna say it was unsportsmanlike conduct for him just throwing the ball versus you clearly see somebody throwing the equipment at a player, then you got to be fair across the board. You have to be fair across the board. All right, so now we're gonna look at these next couple of plays. First of all, I'm gonna read to you, right? Section 10, receiving plays. Section 10, 1.8, receivers may not be touched while in their route, aka holding. If I'm in my route, you can't touch me. So let's look and see how many times G5 either touched or was holding players. In slow mo so you can see it. So, yeah, right? Y'all saw. Now, and this is not me coming at the refs, you know what I'm saying? Obviously, in certain situations like that, you have to have multiple refs because the refs are trying to see everything while manage the clock, while seeing who gets the catches. Like, they're doing so much, and only having two refs, it kind of makes it hard. But even still, if somebody tells you, hey, this one person is holding, boom. Now, obviously, football, you can get away with certain things, you know what I'm saying? Like a little hole here, you know what I'm saying? Pull on your jersey here and there or whatnot. But to do it multiple times and nobody calls nothing, when it clearly states in the rules, you cannot stop a receiver from running their route. So yeah, I mean, hey, makes me want to, you know what I'm saying, go to a point where I want to be a ref, you know, so I can start looking at calls. But I enjoy recording, so yeah. But man, y'all let me know if y'all like the video, man. It's just a little something light for us to talk about calls and all that good stuff when it comes to flag football. Man, like, share, subscribe on the YouTube page. Days down. Link is in my bio. Just do that for me, man. And we will be back. Hopefully we can start getting more people on the YouTube so we can have their perspective, ask them how they felt. But you know how that goes. So yeah, man, I appreciate y'all, man. Have a great day.